definitely has to be feeling confident. The victory in their first encounter last month on Dynamite from Sacramento. Swerve not only won the match, but he sent a powerful message to Kenny Omega. Taz, I know you were watching it. You saw Swerve deliver that vertebreaker right here on this solid announce desk.
Oh, it was nasty. It was brutal for sure. But right there, interesting to me from a physical perspective. They start this match off with a lockup, and you could feel your opponent out just on a simple lockup, but Nana caused that distraction.
Prince Nana grabbing the boot of Kenny Omega. Omega turned his back to his opponent, and Swerve deftly pouncing on that.
Well, it looks like Nana and Swerve Strickland, Shivani, had a game plan right at the jump here.
Well, they certainly do trust each other, there's no doubt. Swerve's gone through a lot of partners, but he is stuck by Nana, who has helped him out a great deal, but man, he has taken the fight right to Kenny Omega after that.
Swerve into the ropes, high boot into the jaw of Kenny Omega. Yes, this is a big opportunity for Kenny Omega, not only to get into the pole position to become the #1 contender to the AEW World Championship, but to exercise some demons of the past. I mentioned Swerve's victory over Kenny last month, but it was just across the river in Minneapolis where Kenny Omega's first reign as AEW World Champion came to the end.
And of course, obviously, Kenny wants that opportunity back to become AEW World Champion. And if he could get the win here and get this #1 contender spot, he'll be right in the catbird seat for sure. This guy can fly. Kenny can fly.
Omega over the top, throwing his body at Swerve Strickland.
What amazes me about Kenny Omega is the injuries and the illnesses that he has had, and he still puts his body on the line each and every time he wrestles. Kenny Omega does not hold anything back, and that's one of the reasons the fans love him so much.
Well, yeah, he leaves it all out here, and he's been like that for years, no matter where he's wrestled. Watch out here, guys. Again. Oh, man.
Well, Taz, welcome back, bud. Welcome back to the danger zone.
That was the sound of the head of Swerve Strickland bouncing off our announce desk. And fans, still to come tonight, MJF returns to Dynamite for the first time since his victory over Hangman Adam Page at Revolution. Speedball Mike Bailey goes one-on-one. Rocky Romero, the Don Callis family. Rush, El Toro Blanco, Darby Allin, one-on-one tonight's main event. No count. That one is going to be wild.
Omega has turned the tables here a bit on Strickland.
And a conglomeration, Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy taking on the Dogs, David Finlay, Clark Connors, as Kenny Omega building up ahead of us. And just launches himself at Swerve Strickland.
Look at the face of Omega. I mean, his eyes are wide open. It's like a wild look here on his face. He knows what he's fighting for here.
Well, he's locked in, Omega. He's in his zone. He knows what it's like to be at the top of the mountain, as the cliche goes. Nice block here by Strickland.
And Tony, with so much at stake in this match, referee Aubrey Edwards being a little hands-off in terms of her count.
You know, Excalibur, I like that. I really do. That's what the fans like too, I believe.
Yeah, the referee's discretion important here as Swerve was about to chop Kenny Omega, but instead returns Omega to the ring and now picks the ankle.
Yeah, he went to the back, the crook of the knee, the back of the knee to break Kenny down, to flatten him out, to pick him back up. I don't know what Strickland's got in mind here. Maybe that was a Russian leg sweep, but no. Submission.
And Taz, it's not often we start off a broadcast with two former world champions doing battle live on TBS, HBO Max, around the world with so much at stake.
Absolutely, especially in a city like this, the Minneapolis-St. Paul region, decades and decades of great wrestling for decades. And so it's awesome that these two former world champs are having at it right here to kick off Dynamite.
Yeah, both men former world champs, both men former world tag team champs, and what have been great runs for both men here in AEW.
Both men with Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, our AEW men's world champion, in their sights. Swerve, as we mentioned, in the pole position. He is currently the #1 contender. He could add that EVP title and the powers that come with it.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I mean, if that could happen for Strickland, he'd be our boss for one of them.
As getting the boot into Swerve, Omega leaps over. Drives Swerve down face first. Omega looking for the cover. The far leg is hooked, but Swerve able to break free.
Always excellent athleticism from Kenny Omega. Very innovative for a long time. That's what Kenny brings.
It's just over 7 years ago, which is it's crazy to say, Tony, but I mean it feels like it was just days ago that Kenny Omega was announced that not only was he joining AEW as an in-ring competitor, but as an executive vice president or the upper management of our company. And since then, he's felt the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, but is trying to climb back up that mountain, and a great way to do so would be to gain the victory over Swerve Strickland and Omega. A moonsault, the cover, 2.
Now, you mentioned about MJF, of course. Now, MJF has his grips on that AEW World title right now. Let's take a look one more time, Ted. Look at that move.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we've seen Kenny do that for years. It's perfect how he flows into that moonsault, as he did right there. And Kenny, again, now in the driver's seat here against Strickland.
Excalibur, you mentioned that Kenny wants to be the world champion. He feels that one more world title reign will cement his legacy here in AEW. I would agree with that.
The trigger avoided by Swerve Strickland. German suplex avoided by Swerve as well. Swerve.
Flow through and got that wrist control. We've seen Strickland do that a lot. It's well done.
And he escapes but left himself open. A shot to the midsection and the right hand. Instead, Swerve caught coming around the corner.
Yeah, Kenny ate those 2 shots and then caught him, as you said, coming around the corner.
Yeah, that could take a lot of punch. That knee strike hit its mark for sure on Strickland's jaw.
Kenny lining up. Swerve! The V trigger to the back of the head. Is that going to be all it takes to put down Swerve Strickland?
Might be. Look at this.
Omega now with Swerve and the ropes maneuvering the legs to the outside.
Well, Kenny knows what he wants to do.
Uh-oh. Wait, no way. Is he thinking...
Oh, my God.
Omega with Swerve up on the shoulders. Could have been thinking Avalanche, one-winged angel. We'll never know. Swerve able to escape, but...
I think exactly that's what he was thinking of there, Excalibur. It's a good call.
Swerve.
This is dangerous here, guys. Both these... Kenny's on the top rope. Strickland on the second. Fixing to go to the top, it looks like.
Swerve.
What the hell?
This is so dangerous, man.
Super
Needless
dangerous.
to say.
Super dangerous here.
Delicately placing his feet on the top rope, finding his balance, but there's going to be nothing. Omega crashes down. As fans, we are going to step away from the action for just 90 seconds until the conclusion of this match. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Wrestling test. I mean, we talked about, as we take another look at these two men, they were trading those high boats, both with the same idea, both crashing down. We talked about in the past how we saw the Bucks abuse that EVP position. Swerve, were he to gain that power from Kenny Omega, he could do the exact same thing.
Absolutely he could, and maybe he would. Maybe Strickland would do that, but maybe not. Like I was saying during the break, maybe he would make a great EVP, but we'll see. Now they're exchanging some forearm shots here.
You know, Taz, I think anybody like Swerve that would try to choke a man out with a chain or crunch a man hits with a silver block. With a silver block, I'm not so sure how good of an EVP he would be.
Fair point.
Snapdragon suplex delivered by Kenny. A second one.
A lot of impact and explosivity in the hips of Kenny with the back arch. It's a low back arch the way he does those snapdragons. A very unique type of suplex instead of a high arcing arch. I might be getting too deep into the woods here on the technicalities of a suplex.
I love it.
Omega trying to link up that dragon suplex, link the arms together in the full Nelson. Swerve attempting to fight it off.
Once I probably hit that suplex on the apron. Shots right to the back of the head like rabbit punches. And a headbutt really hit its mark by Kenny.
Omega lining up Swerve Strickland, but Swerve grabs the referee's shirt and a low blow.
Ref can't see it. Smart by Strickland. People can do all they want. It's a smart. It's the oldest trick in the book, but it still works.
And Aubrey Edwards being very, very lenient here.
Well, Aubrey Edwards knows. The referee knows what he did, but she didn't see it, so she can't, disqualify. She can't penalize him for it.
He was apologizing to him when she turned back around.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And remember, it was a low blow from Andrade El Idolo that cost Kenny Omega the spot in the match in Grand Slam Australia. So Swerve dipping into Andrade's playbook perhaps. But either way, regaining the advantage. And remember fans, this opening contest tonight on Dynamite is on with limited commercial interruptions. We have taken our only commercial interruption in this match. We will see the conclusion here tonight on Dynamite. Remember, 60-minute time limit. We could be here a while.
Oh, yeah. I hope so. This is great. Seeing these two men battle out with the #1 contender spot on the line and the EVP status also. What is Strickland thinking here?
And Omega has no intention of finding out Taz as he hits Swerve split into the crowd.
That could happen. One of these men lost their balance, and I think Kenny was probably happy about it.
Speaking of the top of the hour, we got MJF, the world champion, going to be hearing from him at the top of the hour. So what a program we have, and these guys have not slowed down.
Pile driver.
And I'm not so sure they're going to be able to continue after that.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, if Strickland can maybe get Omega in this ring, he might win this match right after that pile driver.
Right now, Aubrey Edwards talking to Kenny Omega, checking on Kenny. Here it is again, Taz. My God.
Yeah, the impact is crazy.
Oh, God.
Right on top of his skull. No give on that guardrail, man.
Yeah, those barricades are solid. They are firm.
It's LED board, as we've discussed, Excalibur. It's not your old school pro wrestling guardrail. That's metal.
It's not a bike rack. It is.
And they hurt too, by the way. It's like they didn't hurt. There's zero give.
Right, it also has a flatter top on it as well, so you can get a little bit of traction putting a move on like that.
Absolutely, that's a good point.
Strickland returns Omega to the ring. It's going to be academic here. Swerve were just to roll in and cover him, but I think Swerve.
He's
Swerve, 1, 2.
That was close.
That just locked it in with that version of a powerbomb, and Kenny had the toughness, Schiavone, to kick out of it.
Prince Nana was angry, snapped his hand to the mat, blaming Aubrey Edwards for that, but that was Kenny. Taz kicking out just in the nick of time.
Yeah, he just showed a lot of heart and toughness.
Taz, I think this is about more than #1 contendership, more than the EVP title.
What?
Swerve was in for big pressure there, too.
Hand to the mat, blaming Aubrey Edwards for that, but that was Kenny. Taz kicking out just in the nick of time.
Yeah, he just showed a lot of heart and toughness.
Taz, I think this is about more than #1 contendership, more than the EVP titles. Swerve was in for big pressure there, too. Very close.
Great counter off the big pressure.
House call.
Kenny Omega is out.
Bang, he kicked him right in the face. Holy smokes.
You gotta wonder how long they can keep this pace up, these two athletes. It's incredible so far.
Swerve stomp.
Stop in between the shoulder blades. And Strickland's not done. As he sends Omega in trouble. Strickland.
Another Swerve stomp.
That's it. Match is over.
1, 2, 3.
It's amazing, guys. Kenny can see that double stomp coming, and he can do nothing about it except kick out.
That kick out, in my opinion, is being battle tested. That's a guy, an athlete, Kenny Omega, with big match experience to kick out like that. It's now
Class athlete Kenny Omega. And I was talking about how Swerve, not only does he want to be #1 contender, not only does he want to be an executive vice president of AEW, he wants to prove to Kenny Omega once and for all that he is, Swerve Strickland is, the most dangerous man. And I think that's what this is all about. Omega collapses just as Swerve was poised to deliver yet another house call.
Look at the face of Swerve. He's smirking, smiling. He feels the match is his
Oh,
to win
Swerve
right
Strickland
now.
looking for the house call.
And we could be looking at our next AEW World Champion. MJF, I'm sure, is watching this match with great interest. Our world champion, Taz, I mean, we know that he might be a scumbag, but he is a student of the game.
Oh, he is. And he understands, MJF does, when you're the world champ, everyone's coming for you. And let's look at Kenny Omega mounting this comeback with tons of elbows.
A flurry delivered into the jaw of Swerve Strickland. Kenny Omega maybe sensing some desperation there, Tony.
Kenny just continues to pull himself up. And you can see that he's hurt. I mean, just staggering around the ring, trying to catch his breath. But he won't stop fighting.
Omega throwing some big rights, but Swerve, the counterattack.
Wow. Strickland was trying to fire up Kenny. I think that was a big mistake by Swerve.
Now, Omega, power Swerve. The power slam from Strickland. 1, 2, no!
And another impressive kick out by Kenny. But super impressive going from a transitional, hoisting a man up from a powerbomb into a power slam. I mean, good strength, great strength by Strickland.
What a way to kick off our broadcast here tonight on Dynamite. Truly the very best in professional wrestling. Two men battling for a chance to compete for the richest prize in our sport. As Swerve drops the knee pad, he could be thinking featured over his own tails.
Yeah, he's obviously mocking, taking a page right out of Kenny's book here. Right in Kenny's face.
Open-handed strike across the jaw of Omega, but
Omega did a great job that time of luring him into the ropes. Strickland with that slap, thinking it had stunned him, it hadn't.
the ripcord, the knee strike. Omega has Strickland lined up. V-trigger on target.
Oh, here he goes, here he goes.
Oh, Kenny Omega looking for the one-winged angel.
The one-winged angel, perhaps. Can he get him? Blocking, he's blocking. Strickland blocked it. Now Swerve the hand fighting instead. Swerve with the arms hook. Vertebreaker, perhaps.
Oh, man. Oh, guys, it's dangerous here.
That's how he put Kenny out of action. But, oh, man. Oh, a thudding strike.
He wants that one-winged angel, and he's getting
Oh, Kenny Omega looking for the one-winged angel.
The escape.
It was a great escape. Say what you want.
That's right. It was smart by Strickland.
Breaker. Center of the ring. Strickland.
I
Gotta
stomped
be it.
the
Kenny's gotta be done
charger.
here, guys.
Swerve covers. 2, 3. No! Omega. By a hair's breadth. Beats the count and stays alive in this battle.
Taz, at time, Swerve couldn't get the right shoulder covered.
Yeah. And Swerve right now is so frustrated, and I don't blame him. I'd be pissed too if this guy kept kicking out of all my big stuff, and that's exactly what Omega's doing to Strickland.
Swerve back to that top. Swerve.
Oh, Swerve Strickland looking for another Swerve stomp.
Lands the knee. Swerve was charging in. It worked against him there, Taz.
It definitely did. Kenny's got to try to get some momentum here if he can.
Omega follows up. Another V-trigger.
Be relentless.
Omega.
Oh, one-winged angel. Yes!